streaming, audio, podcasting kind of thing. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me out there? Leave a comment if you can hear me. We're up in this thing live. This is a test. Once again, appreciate everybody joining in. Shout out to Palm Tree. Shout out to Nessimo. Shout out to Dre and Nessimo. My dog, Life and Football. My dog, Simo, just got off his podcast not too long ago. But I did want to talk about real quick, have a quick Q&A from everybody out there. I want to answer your questions. If you're on, let me know what you're thinking. Travis Hunter, Junior in this thing. Okay, I guess y'all can't hear me now. This is a test, man. This is a test trying to see and make sure that this can work moving forward. If you got questions, make sure you put them in. Now we're going to be on for a short while, just testing this out and moving forward on this. We'll bring back some more. Nessimo, Andre, I have kept watching that video of Coach Prime and Ralphie boy. It gets funnier every time. Yes, I hear you. Yeah, that was Coach. That was funny with Coach Prime and Ralphie sprinting towards him, actually in the booth. And Coach Prime was like, "Oh hell no! Y'all want me to still? No, y'all want me to still be here, dog? And that thing running full speed towards me? No, dog." Coach Prime about to show his speed and get about that thing. That was funny. Straight up. A lot of more footage like that, man. I appreciate that footage. Shout out to Reach the People Media, Well Off Media, and everybody out there. We're trying to get to 10K. We on the road to 10K. Make sure everybody out there, y'all share this thing, like this thing. Let everybody know, hey, Big Dog trying to get to 10K. Let's go ahead and get them to 10K. And I'm about to be an official YouTuber around this thing real quick. Like, you feel me? I'm going to have to get up to Colorado, get up to Boulder. Definitely. I would like to be there next weekend, but what I'm going to do is next weekend for the game, y'all be on standby for the game. If you're somewhere where you can't get ESPN, if you're somewhere on the road traveling and you don't have the ESPN app, you just tune in to the channel and I'll have it live, play by play. I won't show it because that's how Jackson State got me last year, or that's how YouTube got me on Jackson State when I was showing the games. But this time I will at least have the play by play for the game. That way you can listen in and at least know what's going on with the game if you're away from the ESPN app or a channel or a TV or anything like that. Like I was today. I was away, or yesterday for the Laker game. I was away from it. I was like, damn, I wonder can I watch it on YouTube? And the only thing was on YouTube was a guy calling the game. And he had like 10,000 people listening. I was like, damn. That's what I should have done. I should have just kept calling the game instead of showing the games. So that's what I'll do with the started with the spring game for Colorado. We're going to call the game. We're going to have it play by play where you can listen in and know what's going on with the game. And yeah, if y'all like that, put a fire emoji in the chat. If y'all like that idea, put a fire emoji in the chat. If you're rocking with your boy, if you've already shared this thing, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the comment, and let me know what questions do you have. Let me see what questions do we have coming in. I see one say, do a real big thing. I'm a fan of college football now just because of him. Who are they talking about? Yep. Appreciate those. Nessimo and Junior. JR. Where you go by? JR or Junior? Straight up. Mississippi checking in. Shouts out to all the listeners out there. Let me know where you're listening in from and any questions that you do have. I was supposed to be up off this thing. I thought I was talking like 10 minutes ago, and apparently it was just on and running, and you couldn't hear anything. You feel me? Oh yeah, we got what's that? That'll be on the 22nd. The game is on the 22nd, 1 p.m. Colorado time. Not sure exactly, but that'll probably be like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Is that West Coast also? You got West Coast probably 12. Then Hawaii time probably like 9 or 10. That's what time I'll be on. what are my thoughts on the racist coach and how it will play out recruiting wise for Alabama, Georgia, and Clemson? Man, so how did Alabama, Georgia, and Clemson get? I thought it was just one of the schools with the racist coach. I need to listen on that. I haven't watched the video on that yet and found out about it, but I'll let y'all know as soon as I do. What player you think getting their number tomorrow? All right, what I think Coach Prime has done so far. So the first player got his number was what? It was Jimmy. Jimmy Horn Jr. got his number first. That was one player at a time, right? He did Jimmy Horn Jr. Then he came back and did what? Two players, right? Who's the second two? Uh, was it Travis and Shane Cokes? If I'm not mistaken. Then he came back and basically did he do three with Trevor Woods, Cameron Silman, Craig, Levante Bentley. Actually, that was four because he added Hurtado also. So he came up with four. So my guess would be he probably hit that offensive line. But whoever's balling out there, it's about who's balling. So he hit that offensive line. Probably, I think it'll be Big Van Bam Wells if he's been playing well. No pun intended. Savion Washington on that right tackle, or Big Tyler Brown at that left guard position. Who knows? But I think it'll probably go to an offensive lineman right now to just to kind of even it out, so to speak. I threw all of them in the mix because that coach has a relationship with all three schools. I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely check it out. I should search it right now and play it right now for you guys and get everybody's opinion. I threw all of them in the mix. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this dude in ties to all the schools. Okay, I agree with that. All right. If y'all hold on with me while we rocking right quick and continue to ask me those questions, I'll get to it. But also, I'll go ahead and search this racist coach. I saw somebody talk about it, but I uh I just looked over. I'm from Alabama, dog. Racist coach is like yesterday. Okay, racist rant by McCone. Coach goes viral. Houston County trainer criticized for racist remark in viral leaked video. Do you think Coach Prime is going to change college football or any other college sports? Definitely. He's doing that right now. If the Yin Yang Twins are coming to do a halftime in Colorado, I think they will eventually do that. That stadium is going to be rocking. Yep. What do you think they're coming? Probably sometime during the season, you know, probably sometime during the season. That'll be dope. Here we come to get you. I told y'all that was going to be the song, didn't I? I told y'all Prime don't want to go too hard. You know what I mean? He want to stay to where, okay, this song been played on ESPN. It's been a battle cry for other football teams before. It should do no harm up here in Boulder, Colorado, where, they're probably, shelter a little bit conservative from a lot of that stuff, man. You feel me? I, they ain't with that. So we got a racist rant by McCone coach. This Macon. I'm sorry, Macon, Georgia. I should have known that. Macon, damn Georgia. Will they play it? This is the news story. All right. If y'all can hear it, let me know because we're gonna play it. He said, "I got a Glock by the bed." Mm. Oh hell no! I know. Who is this dude? And where is he? I I I I got. Oh man, I got to. All right, so if y'all don't hear, it, I'm gonna make sure I come back and I play it on my other platform. But I got to do a reaction to something to this. But he said, "Hold on, I know I can have y'all here, but this is crazy. This is crazy. Boy, these folks know they'll say anything. See, I'm from the ALA, Alabama, proud, but still, come on, man. You got a dude saying this stuff like this, playing around, and knowing that he's been recording, whether he's recording himself or somebody else is doing it. You got to be kidding me. Y'all hear that? Room service. He said, "I need y'all niggas to bring me some chicken wings." What? Two hoes. Got an NFL logo shirt on. Oh, somebody said you hear it. You hear it. You hear it, Dre? Oh, he's a trainer of college athletes, and I'm sure he has black athletes. And he been to prison and got a coach job. Is crazy. Damn. I had a coach in college, man. He was a great coach too. He got fired because he was on the recruiting trail and got caught with a little what do you call it? Little smoke pipe, not a crack pipe, but for weed, a little bong, a little two hitter, quitter, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And he got fired for that. And this dude and been in prison and he's talking racist stuff and he still got a job, whether he's coaching independently or whatever. He's all on Facebook with it, talking about the lynching of black. All right, man. So this is crazy. All right, so you guys can check that out. All you got to do, I searched racist coach and it popped up. I searched racist coach and it popped up. This is crazy. The whole fact of the fact that he has a job, whoever he's working with, Bama, Georgia, Clemson. I'm sure he got ties to a bunch of those coaches, and they're gonna look out for their guys. I tell you that much. I know that they look out for their guys, their good old boys. Uh, Coaches call him about players. And I bet you if he talked like that, I'm sure he'd call one of them players the N word. Yeah, that N word's fast. Yeah, that N word is lazy. Whatever he described him as, I'm sure. I'm sure. Ain't no way he's still employed. I'm sure he's gonna get money continuously as a consultant, quote unquote, or something like that forever. Cause they're gonna take care of their own, man. Even though he talked like that, that's a damn shame, coach. Let him get caught in the wrong backyard. He gonna get drugged. And I don't mean I'm talking about drugged as in shot the dogs up on them, sweep cagging him. You feel me? He gonna get them things that damn the the nerve. That's what I'm saying. The nerve. They do it without no reservation, coach. No worries about somebody who might be what y'all see the color of his skin. Them Europeans are quick to call black folks the N word with a quickness. Zion 2215 said that. Twist said ain't no way he's still employed. And yeah, y'all get y'all comments in, man. Let me know what y'all think about this situation as we're gonna move on to transition to Colorado, back to Colorado football once again. Or we could talk about the Lakers, whatever y'all want to talk about. Colorado football or the Lakers. Let's get it in. Sad part is I'm sure that this is no surprise to anyone that knows him. That's yeah, of course. Anybody that knows him know what time it is with him. I don't even want to watch the rest of it. I want to watch the rest of it, but I don't want to watch the rest of it in a way. I'm gonna react to it for real. I'm gonna start reacting to a lot of videos on my page and on my other page that I have. Let me know in the comments right now some good videos that I could react to. I just did Miles Slusher, the safety from Colorado. He just dropped a new music video, so I did a reaction to his. So let me know what y'all think would be some good reaction videos to do, and I'll make sure I get them to you guys. YouTube said I need to find out what your audience. You need to find out what your audience want to see. Don't just put out videos that you want to do. I bet. What do the audience want to see? I'm asking you guys right now. Let me know what y'all want to see, and I'll put that thing on for you. No doubt, for shiggity, for show. You feel me? I can't believe that, man. I got to put on a little instrumental or some music or something after hearing those comments from this dude. It's crazy that people just basically will say stuff. And like I said, I'm from Alabama, so it ain't it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal to me. I don't really look at those things like, oh damn. Eddie Kelly in the transfer portal. He's coming out USF, which is the school Jimmy Horn Jr. came from, and that other wide receiver. Yeah, what position does Eddie Kelly play? If he's a wide receiver, then I would think Colorado would be stacked at wide receiver right now. Might not be looking at him. Coach Hayes just went in on the guy on his live tonight. Yeah, that's who I think I saw the title on with my dog Coach Hayes. So Oh yeah, Eddie Kelly is an edge rusher. I like him, and I like the edge rusher coming out of Florida State. And Coach Nick Williams has been liking his page a lot. Like everything that the dude dropped, Coach Nick Williams will be there, and he'll be liking the page. So that's something that we got to keep an eye out on. I think that he would definitely be one of the guys that they're eyeing. I'll tell you another guy who I thought should have had a chance to come to Colorado, and that's just a chance with what I've seen, with some of the things I've seen, and that's the guy that came from the small school. That's that guy right there, Waltez Champ, who I think should be a guy um, that could have had a chance at Colorado. At least got a chance to play. You feel me? At least got a chance to where he could have played. Waltez Champ, he's going to be a good one, I think, in the future. Who else we're talking about right here? This is the guy who I'm talking about, the edge rusher. Let me see if I can show you. I see you eyeing me. Might go up against the wall with handcuffs on and super glue on their lips. Son, you don't worry about nobody if they don't like you for being yourself. You got to be your damn self, man. Don't try to be nobody else. And that's just simple as that. That's me. That's what it is. Any questions, let me know. Any suggestions on reactions I should do, let me know. Put it in the comments right now. Here's our chance to do it. Straight up. Everybody in this thing, I appreciate everybody who's ever subscribed and all the other good stuff. They got Hopkins, Miller, and Page coming in the summer. Yeah, I really like Hopkins. Now, if you really want to know, I got a video clip, not a video clip, actually a breakdown. Speaking of breakdowns, I got a breakdown of Andre or Adam Hopkins on my page. Just go scroll on the videos. You'll see Adam Hopkins highlights on my page right now. And I broke it down. It's like a good 12, if I'm not, what is it, 7 to 12 minutes. I forgot how long it was, but the highlight tape was about 12 minutes long. I still want Hooks and ducking at the wide receiver. I don't know who ducking is, but I know Hooks is Shane Hooks. And I think he's still on the fence on where he's going to go. But I think Colorado should be a top uh, option, in my opinion, for him. Twitch said, Andre, some of these kids trying to get paid, not trying to win. Exactly. I agree with that. I agree with there are other schools where you can ball out and get the bag. Now, I just read that the quarterback flipped from where? Miami to Florida. And then when Florida reneged on that bag, he went to Arizona State, who said, hey, I got that bag for you. And he just signed for about $14 million for 4 years in college. What? You talking about a bag? He got an NFL quarterback contract, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I know people are asking about the size on the trenches with CU, but I think it would be okay. Yeah, I said something about that in my video, but I said that based off the comments I was getting. And me personally, I think their size, on as far as numbers goes, on paper they look great. I think people talking about the size, just talking about it because of the shots that they've seen, and also because the guys don't have numbers on their jerseys, so it looks a lot. They look smaller, you know. Yeah, Zion. Florida promised that boy $13 million. Then when he got 14, they say from Arizona State. Florida promised that boy 13 million coming out of high school. Yeah, and $500 was supposed to be transferred to his account on the 1st or 2nd of December. And when that didn't happen, they started asking questions. And then they were like, "Hey, man, we can't we can't fulfill that. Our trust that we can't fulfill that." And now Florida has put together a team to basically combat that situation where they never have that happen again. They put together a trust. I'll read it to you in a minute, but they put together um, basically a trust so that that won't happen ever again. Florida grants release of quarterback signing Jaden Rashada. That's who it was. Wow, I didn't know ASU paid that amount of money. I would never hate on a player getting that bag, but I hope he balls out. Otherwise, it will cause a team issue. I think it already caused a team issue. Shit, then coming in with a NFL contract, jam. You dig? Florida them jerseys make them look tiny. I agree. Them big jerseys, and you look at all the other schools, their jerseys be fitted and tight. I'm sure Coach Prime got Smitty ordering some more jerseys at some point. 13 million for an unproven freshman is ridiculous. Exactly. That man would have went over there for 300,000 for sure. Probably would have went for 30,000. But they keep upping these prices to $1 million contracts. This is gonna be the NFL soon. Said, "Man, I'm from Gainesville, Florida. That dude was asking for 250. No, they agreed to pay him 500,000 a month. Brethren. They agreed to pay him 500,000. Highly touted out of Gainesville, Florida. This is January 20th. Highly touted high school quarterback Jaden Rashada is moving on from Florida. A breakup that was weeks in the making and cost the Gators one of their most prized recruits. Florida officially granted Rashada a release from his national letter of intent on Friday, 3 days after he requested to be let go. Rashada's decision came after the Gators Collective, an independent fundraising group that loosely tied to the university and pays student athletes for use of their name, image, and likeness, failed to honor a 4-year deal worth more than $13 million, according to a person familiar with the situation. What? That's what the paper says, dog. I read that right before I got on that they promised that man 500,000. It's crazy. However, whatever the amount is, it's crazy. The 6'4", 185-pound Jaden Rashada threw for 5,275 yards at Pittsburgh last season with 59 touchdowns and 18 interceptions. Yep. And that's what it says on the website. Let me see if I read an even more recent one for you that I read earlier. And that is, let me see. I'm gonna type in Jaden Rashada. Straight up, Big Dog. Do you like the concept of players earning their numbers? Of course, I do. If I was there, I would like it too. I would love it. If I wanted number 8, and I get there, and coach says a clean slate, y'all got to earn. I'm all good, as long as he ain't say, uh, you know, this many players. Now, if he say the quarterback, which happens to be his son, even if it wasn't his son, if he said, "Hey, the quarterback number is taken already," my quarterback got his number. Everybody else got to prove himself. I ain't got no problem with that either. I have no problem with that. Every team I've been on, the quarterback has gotten the favoritism. Period. Straight up. Especially if he's good and he's producing. Straight up. I have no problem with that. I'll be out that thing balling. You feel me? Balling, getting to the quarterback. If I'm an edge rusher, catching everything. I'm that's motivation. I coach Anthony Richardson in high school, and I got that's the big cornerback, right? And I got the inside, bro. He wanted 500 a month, but they told him 200,000, and he knows it. Well, whatever it is, if they was gonna pay 200,000 a month, shit, can I go line up? What I need to do to get 200,000 a month for playing football? Goodness gracious, out of high school, what? That's crazy. Paying freshmen all that money straight out of high school would not go well in a few years. I don't think so either, but that's what they do. That's what they do, man. That's crazy. Those 36 recruits coming for that spring game will be eager to sign on the dotted line. I think so too. There's only going to be 36 at the CU spring game. I thought it was going to be way more than that. But 36 at the spring game. Um, then they already got Jaden Rashada on Arizona State University Athletics page also. So Florida basically went and got them a whole new collective for NIL deals, basically. Uh, and they're saying, hey, we wanna have a pot that we can dig out of when the player come and say we want this much money. We need to have a pot that we can dig out of that we can pay these players with. That's what they want to do. They want to pay these players, pay them like they weigh. You dig? So let's get on Colorado football. Hit me in the chat with some fire emojis if we're talking about Colorado football right now. If that's what we need to be talking about, or if you got any other topics, put them in the comments and let's get on them. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm here for. Q&A real quick, like kids going crazy in the background, but it's all good. I'll whoop them in a minute. Could y'all imagine if Prime got that job at FSU, man? Yeah, things would be way different right now. Them players would be lined up outside of his. I think so too. In a warm weather place like a FSU, man, Prime will go crazy. He's going crazy in Colorado. Number one transfer class. Come on, man. Shout out to Well Off Media. Shout out to Osakin. If I'm a player, I'm studying everything Coach Prime is doing for his players and applying it to my situation. Players with YouTube on that team are all monetized. Exactly. That's another big issue. I'm glad you brought that up, L. Beasy. Or I call you L. Beasy like I know you. Lawrence RBE, my bad. I need to look that up, man. Sound familiar. But I agree with that 100%. All these players, and it's for each and every team out there. Every team has a fan base, right? Colorado might just be the hottest right now, but every team has a fan base to where you should be able to tap into with a YouTube page. Anything monetized with the YouTube page. Speaking of that, like I'm talking about it right now, you should be able to go down below this video and look at some T-shirts and order some merch or whatever to represent CU and to represent for the page that you're listening to right now. That's all trying to monetize what we got going on right here. You dig? That's all I'm trying to do. Trying to monetize and get right, because that's what you got to do nowadays. You got to monetize yourself. Don't let nobody else do it. Don't let nobody monetize off of you. They're going to get the money. You feel me? He doing all that off of 111 season is crazy. Exactly. All his players are eating off that YouTube money. It's a lovely thing to see that also. It's a lovely thing to see that they're learning and they seen what Bucky did and how he's doing it. And now they're getting paid as a player. I wish we had this when I was a kid. When I was in college, I was one of those vloggers before vlogging was a thing. I used to carry my camera around. That's why I still got footage from to this day. You can go on my Instagram page, you'll see some footage from college. You got to scroll all the way down, though. I leave everything on there. But the vlogs and stuff that you can get paid from today by just letting that camera run, letting people see your life as a college football player, that is an amazing opportunity to just have and to be able to take advantage of, and to learn from, as you go and as you're doing it. That's dope. I love to see it. It's something that should, only get bigger and better. It started with destroying and what he did coming out of college, and now he is he just opened up a way for young athletes to get what they deserve, basically. And that's all. That's the only thing you can ask from that. And I love it. I love it. Let me know what y'all think about it, but I love it. He doing the Gators have money, bro. They have a booster group that has given 500,000 a year to be on. It's called Bull Gators, and there's 75 people on it. Now you do the math. Also, they have 400. I read this. They have 450,000 alumni that they're asking to give at the minimum $15 all the way up to $250 a month. Now you do the math on that one for real. That's big money that they're looking to bring in, which is smart. Every school should be doing that, asking their alumni to give back in some type of way. I know HBCUs need to really get on that and really be doing that. But it's something that Florida has just opened up to start doing. I saw on the what is it, the Pivot podcast when they had Florida legend Emmett Smith on there, and Emmett said, "Man, they just pretty much offered me tickets and told me to come back and support the team and be a part of it." And having hearing this information, also, I'm thinking that eventually they're gonna start asking him for some money. They're gonna ask him to donate. They're gonna ask him to give back. That's what we're doing this for. We eventually want you to pay back some money as alumni. No matter whether you're a legend like Emmitt Smith and you probably brought more money back to that school than you can ever give. They got the nerve. So, more comments. Let me see. Zion said, "Dre, I can only imagine what those boosters willing to pay." Exactly. Nessa said, "Yes, he said today he wants his player to get everything they deserve from playing. Coach Prime changing it." Exactly. Coach Prime showing these boys how to monetize and get paid, with or without the NIL. Colorado has boosters. Exactly. Yeah, they do. Just wait until Prime start really winning and bringing in 5 and 4-star athletes. It's going to be lovely. And then those other schools going to start pulling for him also, which I hate to see. I kind of like the match with him in Colorado with AD Rick George. Shout out to Rick George and and the whole squad. The spring game is tomorrow, and all the big name kids in town. Let me see, Dre. Which spring game is that? Florida. Yep. They're getting all this exposure and becoming household names exactly before they even sniff the NFL field. Exactly. I've been a fan of SHEDEUR, especially Cam, since their Trinity Christian High School days. Yep. Been watching them on YouTube and all the other programming that Coach Prime had them on since then, which is crazy. Just to do that, though, shows you his reach and shows you how he can affect the program, affect the young man, and so on. All right, we got something free for you guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, comment. If you want to donate, you can do that in the super chat. Hit the heart button, or you can hit the Cash App if you want to. That's just all support the channel. We're gonna continue to add and build on this channel. We're working up to 10K right now as we speak. We'll be at 10K real soon. And once we do that, I'm just gonna say, hey man, we pretty much official YouTube on y'all. We're official black YouTuber on y'all. You feel me? And if you're thinking about doing it yourself, you need to do it yesterday. Stop what you're doing and do it. Get to it because it can help out yourself. Just getting on here and expressing yourself and get some feedback from everybody else and go on and so on. My dog Nessa Mo said he starts winning. Colorado not letting that golden goose leave. They opening up the purse. I would too. It'll be a sad day, if he leaves on something like that, especially after winning. If he leaves for a bag, it'll be a sad day in Colorado, man. That man leaving because a lot of attention is going to go with it, and that'll be sad. I hope he stays there. I don't know how long he would stay there or could stay there. But Colorado is beautiful, as they've shown. They have a lot of nature, which is Coach Prime what he loves. It's going to surprise a lot of people in that summertime. It's already been 80 degrees so far. Dre said, now these kids just trying to get to college because they get millions and haven't did a damn thing on the field. And that's sad, bro. Well, I don't even say it's sad. I just say that's the way it is. I don't even hate the player. I just hate, I just say that's the game. I just say that's the game. I remember when Ed O'Bannon and them, they did the lawsuit for the name and likeness, which pretty much kicked off everything. And they did the lawsuit for name and likeness for the NCAA football, which is the reason why it's not around now. Hopefully they bring it back. But the NCAA football had to go in their bag and pay every athlete from that lawsuit settlement. I remember I got in the mail, was it a $900 check I got from that? From my likeness being on the game. Those 4 years I played college football, my likeness being on the game, I think I got $950 for that. And I'm sure they made a whole bunch more money. I'm sure people bought the game, not for me, but still, that was the cutout for it, and that's how the cookie crumbled. I think this is gonna be a similar type situation. Twitch said Coach Prime wants to end up back in Florida, but I hope he stays. I think he'll end up back in Florida at some point also. At some point, because I think he knows that he'll just run Florida. I'm talking about he'll pretty much take all the recruits from all those schools and bring them to one school and pool them all. Look at Colin Simmons turning down the opportunity to go and see what Prime had to offer. He is worried more about the NIL than his college career. Getting that. I didn't even follow up on that Colin Simmons story. They said that hit me on that. Let me know. But I think that he basically said he don't want to go see Coach Prime because Coach Prime said that he don't have NIL money. Man, how dumb can you get? You can't be dumb at all your life. You like a little bitty baby bird waiting on to be fed. You don't even know you're in this world, like my coach used to say. You don't even know you're in this world. You're a little bitty baby bird. Talking about you ain't going to see Coach Prime. Man, you dumber than a sack of rocks. He did, but I don't think he matters to him now, as Dre said. Yeah, but you got more recruits out there. People that was making off the kids, so pay the kids. They cut it. Yeah, after they played him, I hope he doesn't ever go back. Man, this is crazy. The facts that a player would be that arrogant and do that. That's gonna make you look, just like that in some eyes of other people too. They're gonna say, man, he disrespected Prime. How dumb can you get? How dumb can you get, man? You gotta be crazy. You disrespected Prime? You disrespected Prime? Don't be a dummy all your life. What are you thinking? I'm all for the college kids getting paid. I'm all for them getting paid too. At the end of the day, I'm all for them getting paid. To me, if Coach Prime goes to Florida, I guarantee CU will have made his money back, and he will leave them in a great. Yeah, exactly. We're surprised if someone like Sean Lewis or Coach Hart take over. Oh, okay. My theory, and I made a video about this first. I said the reason why all them kids disrespecting Coach Prime have Matt Rule and Nebraska ties. Yeah. The reason why I think Coach Sean Lewis was brought in was my thoughts at first before I heard their story was I thought that, or my theory was that Sean Lewis was a guy that maybe the AD Rick George was eyeing, or he was a known hot commodity, and maybe he was offered to Coach Prime as to say, okay, Coach Prime, check this out, man. We know you're gonna come here, do your thing, get hot, and you're gonna want to leave for maybe your home state or something. If you do, or if that's your mindset, cool. We understand that. But we don't want you to leave us kind of high and dry when you do. Could we have someone in place, that can take over for you as you leave out of here, which we know that you will do after a few years? Well, who would that guy be, dog? Well, we have a guy called named Sean Lewis who's out at Kent State. He's a head coach right now. He's willing to come here and be your offensive coordinator for however long you want to stay here, and know that he'll be the next up for the head coaching spot. Without, if he come here trying to win, dog, let me check him out. Let me check him out first, dog. Let me see what he got and see if he's a good player. Because I don't want nobody come here trying to sabotage me. He got to come here and try and got to win. Well, that's gonna be his that's gonna be an incentive for him to win. It ain't gonna be beneficial for him to come here and lose, Coach Prime. Well, cool. If he a good guy and that's, we mesh well together, he could be on the staff and we can go from there. I think that's a great plan, great idea to cover your butt, cover my butt. You guys gonna pay me well. I'm gonna make back your money tenfold. I might make back your money in the first year. Everything else gonna be profit. When I do leave, and thank you for setting me up to where I can get in a position to leave and go back to my home school after proving myself at a Power 5 school, taking you guys from 1-11 and bringing you back from obscurity to the promised land. Then he can go back to Florida State after maybe their president or whoever it was that blocked him from getting there in the first place. Maybe they need to get up out of that thing, and then Coach Prime can get back there. And if I can't see him going to Florida, maybe Miami, but Florida State is the spot, or Miami. I don't think he really likes Florida like that. If you're a Florida State guy, I don't think you're gonna rock with Florida like that. Not even Miami, but Miami has that appeal because it's Miami, and that's just my rant. Simple as that. That's how it goes. That's what I think. If you agree with me, put something in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking, and we'll go from there. You dig? Big LT, what's happening? Warren, what's up? Twitch, what's happening? Yep, I think that's the plan B. That's what it is. That's what I think is going. That's where I think they're headed. Sean Lewis will be that guy, and he'll be in Colorado for years to come. He don't need to leave. He cool with the cold. I think he played at where? He played at Wisconsin. Tight end. He cool with the cold. You know what I mean? So Big LT, we taking questions. We answering questions before we get about this thing. Did I disagree with you? If you don't think Prime can get the NIL money, he needs to go check out the top 10 earners. Exactly. He got 2 players on the top 10 list. How dumb can you get, man? Any player that talking about they don't want to go to, don't they realize Coach Prime saying that? He's saying that. Oh, dog! If you got what it takes, you gonna get NIL money. He's saying I don't have NIL money to give you, straight out of high school. If you haven't proven yourself like these other schools doing, I'm not finna do that. I'm Coach Prime. I ain't got to do that. That's like a guy going to pay for something that he can get a dime a dozen for. What the hell I'm gonna do that for? I'm coming out from the get go, and I'm saying I don't have no NIL money. So all that's gonna weed out all the guys who all they want is money. They're gonna weed out those guys. I just want to capitalize right now. I'm gonna get the money. I'm gonna do the Albert Hainsworth. I'm gonna get the money, then I ain't gonna work, and then you can send me home if you want to. I'm cool because I got the money. Nah, Coach Prime ain't with that, dog. Not out. If that. All the connection Coach Prime has, I'll play for free. Exactly. I bet you more kids going to the NFL from CU. Watch. Sometimes the connections is better than money. Facts on top of facts. You dig? I agree 100%. Coach Nick and Dancy and Hart and Bartoloni will be breakout star head coaches. I have no doubt. They are taking notes from Kelly and Lewis. I agree. Yeah. The next coaches from that staff that will be head coaches or break off somewhere or get big offers. I think Coach, we got a few of them, all of them really. Coach Andre Hart has already expressed that he want to be a head coach. I'm sure Coach Brett Bartoloni want to be a head coach. Coach Sean Lewis been a head coach. Coach Kelly, he might, he's an older cat, so a lot of those older cats be like, "Hey, I'm cool with being a defensive coordinator or a coordinator, and that's it." He might be one of those guys that just want to be on his last couple rides, whether it's with Coach Prime or whoever, and be the defensive coordinator as his years go on out. Coach Prime, the best coach to get advice from because he's been there and done that. Coach Saban is a hell of a coach, but he ain't no Coach Prime level when it comes to playing in the league. Exactly. There's a different type of respect when a guy has done it. If I could tell you, hey man, you go around that corner, you might get your butt beat because there's a bunch of gang members or whatever around that corner around there. Don't go around that corner. You best to listen. If you haven't been around that corner before, you better listen. All right, I'm gonna go the other way then. He already told me. But some people gotta be, I'm going around that corner. I'm beating up whoever around the corner. I'm going around the corner regardless. So here we go. We got a couple more to get with before we have to get about this thing. Couple more questions and so on. We got Twitch. Everything Coach Prime does is strategic. Yep. If you believe for 1 second that you would get from Coach Prime isn't worth going to play for him, just shows you how stupid you are. Facts. On top of them, facts. There's no capitulation. There's no Capricorn. There's no Colin Kaepernick right there. That's all real facts. The man got a gold jacket that he didn't pay for, exactly. And the best DB in the NFL history. That boy, straight up. Coach Prime is the man you see in the place to be. I will say you the ultimate goal, what I think, though, because Coach Nick Saban is old. I think Coach Prime would want to go to Alabama. A lot of people say, nah, Alabama won't let him do what he want to do. Well, you see how Coach Prime can conform. Actually, he doing what he want to do, but he ain't never been malicious with it. He ain't never been, explicit with it. He ain't never been, disrespectful with it. He always been just Coach Prime within, the parameters, And he go to a place like Alabama, Georgia, or anywhere in Florida, he's going to wreak havoc. He's going to win multiple championships. Only people that's not going to want to play for him are those natural haters and those people who are only out to get money. And that's what I believe wholeheartedly. You feel me? Only people who out to get money and only people who naturally hate him. It's people that hated Coach Prime in the NFL because he was good. Auburn University punching the air because they could have had pride, but they fumbled the bag like a mug. Auburn dumb as hell. But I think they weren't ready for Coach Prime either. I didn't go to Auburn, Alabama because of that reason. And I'm sure it probably, looking back on it, could have been a mistake on my part, or it could have been, whatever. But I know the type of town that Auburn, Alabama is. Ain't nothing there but the college and a few other things. You know what I mean? It's all about that college and that school, but you know who it's run by. And they'll let you know that now. Don't go there and get out of line. I just didn't want to, I didn't think that it was still number two, to Alabama always, it seemed. Let's get to a few more comments. Zion said Auburn University, or Big LT said, the more I watch Colorado games from last year, the more I'm confident they can win 7 to 8 games. Now you got to take into fact those other teams, man. Those other teams that you see in spring, they look polished and ready to go. And it could just be the fact that all their uniforms fit. All their uniforms fit, so they look way more athletic. Hopefully Coach Prime come back after the spring or even in the spring game with some better fitting uniforms that they can wear and look good. It's going to be a sold out crowd, man. Do you know how packed and live and lit and crunk, whatever you want to say this place about to be? You got soccer game going on, volleyball game going on, so they're going to be there. Then you got events going on all over the campus, and then you got the football game going on. Hopefully, it'll be that great Colorado weather, about 83 degrees, beautiful, sunny, with those beautiful Flatiron Mountains in the background. That's going to be beautiful, man. Big LT said that's what I'm talking about. Been saying it from the beginning. Pac-12 don't play no defense, so Coach Prime would be good, Zion said. The fact that Coach Prime cares about the kids and what's best for them is truthful and makes the boys into men. And what more can you ask for? I'm just saying. Exactly. I'm just asking. Celebrities all in attendance. Yep, they're going to be there, all walking around that thing. Y'all think he's doing that on purpose with the jerseys? I hope so. Coach Prime have everybody getting paid off social media just with his name and connections. Yep. Is going to give them the minimum is lunch money. Right. That's free money, passive income, exactly, just for being on his team. Yep. Coach Prime is the man you see and the place to be. He went to Florida State University, and ever since 88, he had quite the knowledge. Came from school and went straight to college. Okay. Man. Yeah, Coach Prime has turned it up, man, and had everything litty since then. So this was a test. Once again, just seeing how this live would go. I appreciate you guys chatting with me. We're going to make sure we get on this thing a lot more from here on out. If you rock with me, put the hearts in the emoji, put the fire in the emoji, and let me know what the deal is and where you're rocking in from. Until then, we're going to get about this thing. Peace in the Middle East. I see a lot of picks coming from Travis and Kamani. I agree. We're going to discuss Kamani McLean in the next